Now into the second quarter, it's a 1st and 10 situation. The Jets send out 12 personnel with the ball in the right hash and run a little play action pass here, but the pressure does get home and force an incompletion. But I want you to watch specifically Matt Milano and Jordan Poyer here. As you can see, the way this defensive structure looks, the Bills have obviously a lot of guys in the box, but it looks like man coverage, right? So it's man coverage, but I want you to pay attention to how the Bills insert their linebackers and safeties on these type of plays when they're in man coverage, because the defensive line is going to create a lot of pressure this year, whether the Bills are sending 4 or 5. There are going to be opportunities when teams want to keep in their tight ends or running backs to block and help minimize the pressure on their quarterbacks. There are going to be times where these safeties and linebackers are going to be able to insert as pass rushers. And typically, when a linebacker is matched up versus a running back, and that running back stays in the block, and that linebacker blitzes the quarterback, that's typically called a green dog blitz. When a safety's on a tight end and that tight end stays in the block like what happens here, that's typically called a hug rush. So that's kind of the difference between the two, and that's exactly what's going to happen on this play. It's man coverage, and as I let the play roll, keep an eye on what Milano and Poyer are doing. Both of these guys have the tight end, and both of those tight ends stay in the block. You see Milano get his eyes on the tight end, and as that tight end goes to block Daryl Johnson, he click and closes. He processes that, as does Poyer, and then boom, he's at the quarterback, gets a hit on the quarterback and forces an incompletion into the boundary. Again, these are the type of plays that this defense is going to have this year, which they didn't really do a lot of last year. The Bills blitzed Sam Darnold 38.3% of the time in week 1, and that's well above what they had last year. And if the Bills can somehow play decent man coverage with the Trey Whites, the Levi Wallaces, Taron Johnsons, Saran Neals, Kevin Johnsons on the back end, and insert these linebackers and safeties as pass rushers when offenses want to max protect or keep an extra guy in to help pick up the 4 or 5 rushers, there are going to be opportunities like this for not only pressures and incompletions, but for miscues on the back end where the defensive backs can go ahead and get interceptions. So it'll be nice to see as the year progresses. And you'll see the click and close here by Milano and hit on Darnold. Darnold was under pressure for most of the day, and he did not respond well to pressure.